Big Jim McLain, 1952 crime drama thriller, John Wayne film. It's not considered a good film, and somebody even considers it a candidate for worst film of all time, which I think is kind of unfair. But it has time capsule value. Okay? And the reason it has time capsule value is it's the only film in which the House Un-American Activities Committee is depicted in a positive light. Big Jim McLain, John Wayne's character, is an investigator for the House Un-American Activities Committee. Now, I want to point out, before anybody says anything, Joe McCarthy and Roy Cohn were in the Senate. They were in a different investigating committee. They had the same concerns as HUAC, but they had nothing to do with HUAC, nothing at all. Okay. HUAC was responsible for a lot of blacklisting that people complain about, but it wasn't connected with either McCarthy or Cohn or Shine. It was, it was in its own thing because it was a different part of Congress. It was the House, not the Senate. Okay, now one problem though with Big Jim McLain is most of it is set in Hawaii, and it's filmed in black and white. Now, if you're going to set something in Hawaii, you'd think you'd make it in color. Those beautiful, beautiful blue beaches and all those palm trees. And in 1952, you certainly had the ability to do it, but it was pretty expensive in 1952 to make something in color. So they put it in black and white. But it's still, it still is Hawaii. So you still get some of the beauty, even without the color. And you do get John Wayne. You also get Hal Baylor in there, and he plays a communist named Polk. And his whole purpose in there seems to be to say stupid things that poke Big Jim McLain into punching him, so that, we can see him, fall away in a very dramatic manner. He even makes a really stupid comment that no communist would make. I mean, I'm not any apologist for communism by any means, but no communist would say anything about white trash and N-words. But they put that in his Polk's mouth just so John Wayne can lose his temper and punch him for the second time. Okay. Now, they also have him fall in love with a widow played by Nancy Olson, who's very wholesome and pretty. She made her big splash really in Sunset Boulevard. And he also does a lot of flirting with a more shop-worn, worldly wise, way Westish type character played by Vida Ann Borg. And, both women are, especially by 1950s standards, understandably attracted to John Wayne. Vida Ann Borg's character calls him 76 for being 76 inches high. And anyway, it's not a great film by any means, but it does have that time capsule value. It's kind of an interesting film, and it keeps you interested. It's not a terrible film. Uh, and it can be somewhat enjoyable if you can, put up with the clunky aspects of some of the script and the lack of knowledge of, well, of what a communist would actually talk like.